Hey guys, Silence here. Welcome back for more BeyBlade X content. And yes, it's been a while since I did any BeyBlade content because I am slowly stepping away from the hobby. But I am still going to play G1 tournaments. In terms of G2 and G3, you probably won't see me around as much anymore. The situation in Singapore is just not right in terms for those events. So yeah, I'm stepping away from those, and then of course we're taking a look at only the BeyBlades that I consider the more interesting releases because Takatomi has just been making so many duds recently that it just didn't felt right to invest money urgently to make videos for, because just upon the introduction of those products, you can tell it's going to be a very bad product from past releases. So yes, so in my hands I have Impact Drake. This is the only one out of the 3 releases that is coming out for the December period in Japan that I will be taking a look at first. We're gonna take a look at Ghost Circle and of course the Drasil remake for BeyBlade X version later on when they finally get released here in Singapore. So those videos will be a bit slower. So Impact Drake. So this thing apparently is a hefty boy, very hefty boy. So the ratchets is not something new, it's just that it's in blue color. So I guess if you're looking for a 960 blue to match all your other BeyBlades that are blue in color, this is the only way to probably get one now. And of course the low rush. So this is a little tiny boy, you know, compared to his older brother that has a longer stem, taller, longer stem. So we will have to see whether the low rush is capable of doing a long enough spin compared to its rush brother, and you know, low rush, will it also auto stand by itself, you know, having its just a shorter stem version of rush. Let's just go test it out and then we can see for ourselves. But the main thing today is actually just the low rush bit and the Impact Drake blade, because this is the first BeyBlade in BeyBlade X that actually has the rubber on the attack blades that's supposedly to give you a kind of like a bouncy shock against your opponent, and of course absorbing your shocks from your opponents as well. And instead of having plastic pieces going into the bit area, I mean, this is a UX BeyBlade, so technically there isn't supposed to be like metal that goes into the bit area. But yeah, they changed the plastic pieces into rubber, so kind of giving the whole BeyBlade like a suspension style design, so absorbing shock. But you know, as those of you who are in the BeyBlade fandom, you are probably already aware that this blade is a hefty, chunky boy. So we're gonna take a look at how heavy my own Impact Drake blade is. So let's see, it's at 0.0 right now, and this thing comes in at a 39.1. It is heavier than my Phoenix Wing. It is chunky indeed. So yes, even with the rubber, I think if you do remove the rubber, the blade itself does feel hefty already. Just holding it in my hand, I can actually feel how heavy this thing is already. So yeah, so if you're wondering how light the low rush is, this thing is at 1.9 grams. And here is one thing that I think a lot of people did not talk about. So a lot of us who have already played BeyBlade for a long time, we are so used to having the bit, right, the plastic pieces that protrude out here, be circular in design. But this one, as you can see, it has like bent in portions, or kind of like a gear clockwork style. So it does have less plastic around the bit area compared to what we are so normally used to. So I'm gonna go and get a regular bit and show you guys the difference. I'll be right back in a moment. So I decided to pull out the Big Brother Rush. As you can tell, the Rush bit is a full circle, or this thing is not. So you can very obviously tell they kind of gave it a lighter weight, if I'm not wrong. So let's weigh the old Rush bit. If I'm not wrong, this thing should be heavier because there's more plastic on it. It just does not want to stay still. So yes, there we go, we got 2.0. So just by a 0.1 gram difference in terms of weight. Yeah, so I'm guessing the reason why this one is very close to this weight is not just because there is lesser plastic on it, but you can tell the rim around the bit is thicker on this one, whereas this is a lot thinner. But in my hands, I can actually feel that this thing is slightly more dense in plastic compared to this thing. So this one has a bit of more rubbery feel of plastic. This feels more solid. Yeah, it doesn't work on camera to show you guys or explain this to you guys, but when you do get your own low rush bit, go ahead and press the plastic. You can definitely feel the difference in material. So that's why this thing is still capable of gaining a weight of 1.9 grams compared to a 2.0 gram old bit. So yeah. Alright, so let's weigh the whole BeyBlade together and let's see how chunky this is. So looking at the ratchet does have a specific Porsche angle that you need to lock it in, because you can see that the 3 points are being hidden under the blades. This is a 4-sided blade BeyBlade, so it's a bit awkward with an odd-sided ratchet. So you can see that if you do lock it in this manner, this one side here is protruding out under the blade, so it's gonna be a much easier way of unlocking if you do it in this manner. So this is the probably the most ideal way of locking this ratchet here. Right, so let's take a look at how hefty this whole BeyBlade is. There we go. So it's a 47.1. It's pretty chunky. I guess if you do go with other ratchets, it's gonna make it even chunkier. Maybe the 770, you know, that kind of thing, if you really need the impact drake to really stand up and do its magic. But we're gonna see how the stock performance is, and of course it does come with a very cool looking grey, black plus red string launcher. So I don't know if there's any issues with this string launcher compared to the previous Cobalt Dragoon. Apparently left string launcher for the default Cobalt Dragoon has a lot of problems, so hopefully this one doesn't have. Just pulling this, I can feel that it's okay. Alright, let's get down to testing this thing. I'm gonna have my buddy Yansing, who is here today. If you're wondering, yes, we are recording in my house instead of GA this time round. Yeah, so okay, let's move on to the test play portion. So today we won't be doing the scale up guide because I don't have the Ghost Circle random boosters yet. So I don't have the 080 to test, but looking at the design of the 080, I can definitely tell you that the combination here will not work, because 080's design, the ratchet points, the parts that are actually on the sharp parts, the 3-pointer areas, are exactly the same design as the 260, the 270, the 280. They are just going to auto lock itself. So yeah, this skill up guide is basically useless this time around. Alright, let's take a look at the BeyBlades that my buddy Yansing here, who's helping me out to do the recording. He's gonna be using his own personal 3 combos as well. So let's introduce the 3 combos. So we have the Whale Wave on the 380 and the Orb. Yeah, there we go. Then we have his Wizard Rod on the 560, and of course the ball. And of course the last one of his is the Phoenix Wing and the 180 on the point. And of course my own 2 personal combos, rather the current meta combos, kind of. This one is mine personally actually. So Silver Wolf with the 980 and the free ball, and of course I guess everybody's kind of favorite Dragoon with the 160 and the Elevate. Didn't go with the 770 because, you know, I personally find it's too chunky. Then of course we will have my boss combo later on, but I'm using the 160 on the Dragoon, so we're gonna talk about it later. So for today, same thing, we're gonna do the stock combo test for the Impact Drake, and let's see how this thing performs. Alright, so first BeyBlade. Okay, here we go. So Impact Drake versus his Whale Wave. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. So I did a flat launch right there. Oh, Wow, the hits are very, very impactful. Oh. Oh, wow. So, loss of stamina. I'm guessing that the low rush doesn't really have that stamina play compared to rush. But we can see that it does definitely fling the opponent hard. But where's the stamina? So, okay, let's try that again. One more round with the wheel wave. 3, 2, 1, go. So I will launch there. Very nice hits. Oh, and yeah, fortunately this time around we managed to outspin, but we have not gotten over finish or extreme finish. Let's see how it goes with the next Beyblade. Okay, let's pit against the wizard rod. Let's see whether this thing can fling this thing away. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Very nice over finish. Alright. Let's do another round, but before that, let me put the Bay Stadium into camera position. Okay, here we go. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. We got a burst finish. Ooh. Interesting. So this thing managed to kill Wizard Rock pretty easily, maybe because it's on Yensing's 560 instead of the usual ratchets that we normally see in competition play. But yeah, so this thing is capable of doing a lot of bursting, flings opponent hard, exactly like what it's designed to do. That's why I was more intrigued on this particular design than the other two releases. So let's bring out the Phoenix Wing and let's see if this heavy boy can fling this other heavy boy. Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. So flat launch. Alright, okay, so we get our first look at Impact Drake going into the overzone. Kind of not able to revive. So we didn't see struggle in a way to try and come out. So let's try that again. Hopefully we can see it come out of the overzone this time around. Okay, I'm going to angle launch this time around. 3, 2, 1, go. Impact Drake hit the Phoenix Wing out of the stadium hole. Almost destroyed another phone camera. Okay, anyways, if you guys are in America and you're playing Impact Drake, please do not use your bucket stadium. It is going to be very dangerous. Even with the official Japanese stadium with the cover at the top, we already find this very, very dangerous. Please be careful. Alright, let's try that one more time. Okay, so I'm gonna angle launch again. 3, 2, 1, go. This is a Beyblade Buster. So many times, just hitting at the correct angle, it splits the opponent's Beyblade into pieces. And it's a clean 3-part split, both times. That is pretty interesting. This might be a new meta. So let's take a look at the damage after the 6 battles that we had. So you can see that there's a bit of scuffing on the metal. Rubber pieces, so far, not much damage, but they do get to see some white markings on the rubber piece. Yeah, so I was expecting to maybe see the rubber pieces eventually get smoothened out because of all the impacts. So I'm guessing that eventually in the future, a lot of people will be buying a lot of Impact Drakes just to get that critical chance of destroying opponents with brand new rubber pieces. So yeah, have to consider. It's gonna be a very expensive competition to replace all this. Alright, okay, let's move on to the Silver Wolf versus Impact Drake. Let's see whether the Stamina Drainer can actually take a hit from this big boy. Alright. Okay, here we go. Flat launching, 3, 2, 1, go. Can hear the plastic piece taking the hits. And there we go. So Silver Wolf is capable of hanking the hits from Impact Drake. Alright, let's try that again. I'm going to angle launch this time. Let's see whether I can burst the Silver Wolf. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, almost got extreme. Oh, nice. Oh, very clean over finish with the impact Drake there. Very beautiful. So Silver Wolf is capable of withstanding the impact Drake, but situational of course. Let's move on to the next one. So we've got the Spin Stealer. I mean, if it can survive the first few hits, it should be fine. But the thing is whether this thing can spin steal later on. So, good guy evolution meets bad guy evolution, I guess, because we have not seen Ryuga appear in the anime with his bad guy form with this BeyBlade yet. So, I don't know. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. So it does have some struggles with leaning towards the side, but eventually it does stabilize itself. And let's see whether the spin steal, does the rubber help protect against spin steal? Apparently not. Alright, okay, let's try that again. Okay, I'm gonna angle launch again this time round. There we go, angle launching. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, nice jump. Yeah, it seems like Dragoon has the upper hand in blade design against the impact Drake. There we go. Alright, okay, so now we get kind of a definite answer. The blade design for Dragoon does bully the impact Drake. Stamina play, of course, the low rush doesn't seem to have as much stamina as the taller rush. But yeah, leave your thoughts of the BeyBlade in the comment section down below, and let's move on to the final boss battle. Impact Drake versus my personal boss, the Aero Pegasus, on the 160 glide. So here we go. Let's see whether it can knock out this heavy boy as well, but I mean, this thing is actually heavier than that. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. That's the first time I've seen my Aero Pegasus self-KO. Let's try that again. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Seriously, Aero Pegasus self-KO with Yensing's powers. I've never self-KO before. Okay, one more time, let's go. Okay, yeah.
Because I hate
3, 2, 1, go. Can you burst it? There we go. So the first impact, the bit popped out, but it didn't dissect, so it was still in play. Then with the second hit, it knocked off the blade with the bit. Yeah, so we got a burst finish there. Let's try with an angle launch this time round. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Beautiful hits. And stamina play from the Aero Pegasus. There we go, and it's gone. So, even with the angle launch, we got some very hard hits on the Aero Pack, but I wasn't able to fling it out. I guess the slight difference in weight still plays a very crucial part to kind of like give it its breaking resistance. Let's do one more time because I feel like Aero Pegasus hasn't gotten to show its full potential yet. There we go. I'm not going to mention what I'm going to launch. I'm going to let Yenzing guess. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, we got a burst finish. A clean dissect for the bit. So there we go. Impact Drake. It definitely will be changing the meta. So I am not going to do a conclusion sit down portion here. We're going to just do it right here in this part of the video because we are kind of rushing for time to leave my house. So yes guys, what do you guys think of Impact Drake stock combo? What do you guys think of the low rush? I think it has potential, but probably on a lighter BeyBlade because on Impact Drake, the weight seems to be killing its stamina. Impact Drake's blade is full of potential. If you do want to consider this as a competitive blade, you might need maybe a bit that has a bit more stamina, maybe. I don't know, maybe try Ball. Ball does let Beyblades go a bit crazy as well, and of course giving a bit more stamina. I think the Ratchet is fine for this Beyblade. So far the 960 has been doing pretty well. If you need to color coordinate, you just need to find maybe a black ball or a blue ball if there are those blue balls out there. Not that kind of blue balls you guys are thinking, but anyways, let me know your thoughts about this Beyblade in the comment section down below. Are you guys excited also to see how horrible the Ghost Circle Beyblade is? And do you think that Drasil has potential? Because I think, if I'm not wrong, Drasil is a pretty hefty Beyblade also in BeyBlade X compared to its OG format where it has more plastic than metal. So I believe finally Drasil has a chance in BeyBlade X, maybe. Because in the original plastic generation, Drasil was crap. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel down below, and of course leave all your thoughts in the comment, and I'll see you guys in the next BeyBlade video. As I mentioned, I won't be doing as many as I did in the past, because I will only be doing on those Beyblades that I think that has really good potential for future plays. And of course, if you guys are still interested to try and win a copy of the BeyBlade X Zone Nintendo Switch game with Shinobi Knife, please go look up my unboxing video of that game. There is a code that I requested some people to repost it in the comments. Do it and I'll give you a chance to win a copy of the game. Yes, this is open to international fans as well. I will be shipping it out to you guys. Yeah, try and win that game. If not, by the end of January 2025, if no one else has commented, the game will be won by default to somebody who has already commented. Alright, until then, good luck everybody. I'll see you guys soon. Bye!